Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. So guys, this is going to be a redo since apparently I kept saying Aquarius in your reading. If you guys had seen that one and some things resonated, I'm so glad it did, and thank you for all of your likes, and I appreciate all of your comments. I just feel really bad, so I went ahead and took that video down. So this reading may have different messages for you, but I just want to redo it so you guys know that my focus was completely on you. I had just done Aquarius, and it could be, listen, everything happens for a reason. So it could be that the reading needed to be redone, or that somebody has an Aquarius who's significant. Either way, I just want to redo it for you guys. Start fresh and see what other kind of messages we get. I'll still do the same platform that we did. So we're going to get into your current energy, the near future, and then what you don't see coming for the month of October. And that's what this reading is for. It's a redo for October 2021. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, you guys know, definitely check out the other placements. It is general, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. Okay, so for those of you that are new, welcome. I do personal readings. That information is in the description box. And again, thank you guys so much for all of your support. I am, again, so sorry for all of that. All right, so let's see what other messages are going to come out. For those of you that saw the other one, we may get something a little bit different. All right, so in the current energy, we have the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. It still feels similar to the energy of the last reading. And then in the near future, we have the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have what you don't see coming as the Five of Swords in reverse, with the Ten of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the overall energy is the Lovers in reverse. It's going to be a little bit similar to the other one. So this is whether there had been a breakup with somebody or there is a need to work through some energy. I can see in the current that it looks like you may be deciding that you really want to walk away from something that just doesn't seem to be working anymore. Now, for others of you, it could be that you have separated yourself from the idea of focusing on love completely. So during the month of October, you may just decide that what's more important for you is to focus on yourself and work and detach from anything that's going to distract you, is what I sense is kind of coming up. So let's get into your current energy. Also, I just want to say, for those of you who didn't get a chance to watch the other one, I am going to do singles as well as you and your person. So if you're single and then you also have somebody that you're thinking about, stick around because we're going to do both of those. I hadn't tried the singles in the monthlies, but I want to add that in for you guys. Okay, so the current energy with the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. It's kind of a mix of messages. It's like there's a part of your energy that is really passionate. And then I also sense that there is somebody who is very passionate about you. And I feel like you've already walked away from this person. They may have taken it well at the time or seem to, but I think there's a part of this person that might be a little bit sad about the fact that you've chosen to walk away. It may be that you're just following something that feels better to you. And like I said, you could just be really passionate about yourself. The wands are very much about self energy. So reflection, whether it's you're focused on the things that you're passionate about. So it could be, they just said playing golf. It could just be spending some time with friends and family, things like that, and not staying so focused on the things that have not worked out emotionally, or where that you feel a little bit of sadness. Now, this is also paying attention to what's behind you. So if there are some cups that are still behind you and you're not recognizing them, Spirit's just kind of like giving you a little bit of a nudge, like, look, pay attention to that there are still things available to you out there to be excited about. So let's put behind you the emotional burdens, things that have been weighing you down, and look forward to the things that are exciting. Now, the red's popping up to me, and to me, that's about passion and excitement. So it goes along with the Knight of Wands going in that direction. Like, I just want to move along. I want to have a really good time. I want to focus on myself and let some of this emotional burden just release from my energetic field. All right, so I'll clarify that in just a moment. So in the near future, we have the High Priestess with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is very specifically saying that please trust your intuition when it comes to anything that you feel like you need to approach. So where you need clarity in your life, if this is something that you need to find within yourself, it's going to be necessary before you can move forward in something that you may be seeking. Let's say there's a project that you want to work on. If you want to make a shift in your work, I think Spirit's saying, please get really clear about what that is that you want, because you want to make sure that you take the steps that you're meant to take. And your intuition is going to be every bit involved in that. So you're going to know, you're going to feel that push to take a step in one direction. You may be like, okay, that's kind of strange. I've never thought that before, or I've never felt like I really wanted to go towards this. But as soon as you get clear, that's when things shift. But right now, it may not be moving. So it could just be that you're in that space of going through things in your mind and you want to set out a plan and you just haven't taken the steps. But this is also a sense of don't give up, because what you're thinking is exactly right. Doesn't matter what it is or if I've said it or not. Whatever's on your mind, if you need confirmation about the fact that you're on the right path, this is that confirmation that you were seeking. Okay, I'll clarify that in just a moment. So what you don't see coming, the Five of Swords in reverse with the Ten of Wands and the King of Cups. To me, this is, again, saying that you're closing off a little bit emotionally. Maybe you just want to withdraw because it's been too burdensome to deal with love situations. You don't want the drama. You don't want the stress of it. You could have been carrying so much of the weight of your relationships in the past that you've just decided, maybe I just need to take that break and not focus so much on it. Now, could there be somebody that I sense? Yes, absolutely, that could be coming back towards you. But I'd be cautious because I don't think that person is emotionally available, or they don't think about relationships in that aspect. It's almost like this person looks at it from the mental space. That seems really strange. I've never gotten a message like that before. They could be all about the passion and the banter or things like that, but not really emotionally invested. And it could just be that that's where you are. Maybe that's the kind of relationship you're interested in right now. You don't want anything that's too heavy. And Spirit's saying that this is what's coming. Your energy is going to shift because it just seems like it's too much of a burden. Now, for others of you, it might be that this relationship that you're in, if you are currently in one, becomes so much of a burden that you don't want to deal with it and you cut off emotionally and cut it out. And that's why the Eight of Cups is coming in. So it's basically saying you're going to make this step and it feels like it's going to get to this place. In other words, the universe comes in and makes things as difficult as possible until you finally realize that you're just not meant to be in that situation. Okay. So let's clarify the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups. Somebody that may have hurt you might be wanting to come back. I know sometimes we just don't want to hear from them. But if this person has, for those of you that feel a little bit sad over something that had ended, I feel like there's someone that wants to say a few words. They may want to tell you that they're sorry. I think there's still some passion there, but I don't know that that's enough for you in the relationship. All right, so let's clarify the Knight of Wands with the Five of Cups. So we have the Two of Pentacles. That's that back and forth energy. What do I do? Do I actually put my energy into this situation again? Or do I look for new options? Or do I just back off and allow myself time to think through things and get a better feel for what I'm really looking for? All right, the Five of Cups with the Eight of Cups. Then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. I don't think you're closed off completely. I don't think that you're not willing to see what someone has to offer if they do come back towards you, because I'm not seeing that there's a ton of the third party situations or anything. Now, this may be a little bit different from the other reading. If that came up in the other one, to be honest, guys, I forget them after I do them, so I apologize. I do so many readings that it personal and otherwise that I can't possibly remember exactly what had happened. And to be honest, I just figured I'd delete it. So if the third party situation had popped up, and that's why I'm bringing it up, then obviously, that's something more difficult to get past. Now, if it was just heartbreak, then yeah, maybe if this person seems to have shifted their energy a bit. You might be interested in having a talk about it, but I don't know that it's going to be your end all be all. I think you're going to have to really trust your gut on this one because it's going to be different for each of you, and speak your mind, speak your truth with the Queen of Swords. So there we have the Eight of Pentacles. Your work, focusing on your work, throwing yourself into it, and then the Hierophant in reverse, and having faith that where things have not been balanced, if this is around a work situation, because that's what I talked about with the Ace of Pentacles, it's saying have faith that the work that you're going to put into this situation and the clarity that you're finding, have the faith, trust your intuition, put in the work, and be clear about what you want is when you'll be ready for that new start. Now, if this is around a relationship, it could be that you put so much work into relationships in general and you feel like you've never really received, and maybe a part of you is not trusting that that's going to show up for you. And in this case, I'd say, yes, you need to restore your faith, and that could be why you need to pull back your energy this month in order to find balance within yourself and recognize the reasons why those relationships happened. Sometimes we don't want to go there, and that's okay. If you don't and you just kind of tap into tarot to find out what's going on with you and your person, that's cool. But for most of you that are on this journey of understanding why these relationships have happened, it's because you needed to learn some really deep lessons. Most of them are around self-worth, self-love, other areas, but that's the reason that they show up in your life. And you learn from them, and then you find somebody who fits you, not perfectly always, but is a better match for you. All right, so then we have the Three of Wands. That's patiently waiting as things start to work out in your life. And then the Seven of Wands. He's in a position of not just defending himself, but just standing guard, putting up proper boundaries, not holding on to everything that has stressed him out. It's like a need to release that energy. Spirit's saying, what you don't see coming is that your ships are coming in. So the things that you're focused on, whether it be a project, work, or whatever, have the faith because it is coming to you, and just keep at it. Don't stop. Put your energy right back where it was. If you feel a little bit tired and you just are emotionally drained, take a nap, take a couple days, but definitely keep that passion going because it's coming toward you. So don't give up before you hit that moment. And then, like I said, the drama. If you don't want the drama from a relationship, it's saying you're having the patience to wait for the right person to come towards you. And Spirit's recognizing that energy of, I'm going to make sure I have the proper boundaries set. I know exactly what I want, and I'm willing to wait for it because these past ones have just been too stressful, and I don't want to carry that burden anymore. All right, so I'm going to clear this, and we'll get into those of you that are single. If you'd like to stick through that and listen to the section where it's you and your person, I hope you'll stick around for that as well. All right, so this is for my singles. This is for Pisces. Pisces singles for October, please. All right, so those of you looking for something, it's all about balance and intuition. So right now you're in a position with the Six of Pentacles, the Justice, the High Priestess, and the Hangman, learning how to find balance within your relationships, whether it be balancing out work and love, or knowing that you've got to see the red flags when they pop up. If somebody is not going to give equally to a relationship, you're going to know right away. If you have learned the lessons from those past relationships where people didn't give the way that you did, then you're going to know because there will be general signs. There'll be some similarities. Sometimes can we be a little bit overly sensitive and think that somebody's going to be like a person from the past? We can. But in this case, I'm going to say no because your little radar hairs, the ones that stand up on the back of your neck when something just doesn't feel right, that's what I feel like you're realizing. And that's where your intuition is kicking in for you. So right now, you're in an energy of just to hang tight until the right thing comes towards you. And that's why the Three of Wands was in the position that it was. You don't see it, but being patient while it's coming towards you. So let's see if we get some kind of an idea. And then we have the Three of Wands, which again is that I'm waiting. It's the same card that we had in the general reading. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which says this is the wounded warrior. This is getting past those things in the past, putting them behind you and allowing yourself to take with you what you've learned. I'm going to see if we can get an energy of someone that could be coming towards you. So, possible people coming towards you: Cap, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, and a lot of fire. So, Leo, Sag, Aries. All right. Energy of the person that might be coming towards you. All right, just be cautious. Throughout the month, you might have somebody who's a little bit immature and not in the place of doing so well. The Nine of Cups, it's like, make sure that what you really truly want, your wish fulfillment, is put out there energetically. So it doesn't mean that this person's a bad person. They just may not be in the place that you want them to be. And it's just energy that's going to move through you. Doesn't mean you're not going to find the love of your life at some point. Just means right now you're kind of in the hangman position. All right. So a little bit of advice or messages from the romance angels. Let's see for Pisces. And then I'll get you guys also a lover's oracle. So we have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. So something is coming towards you, and then new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. For those of you that are single, that haven't met somebody yet, I feel like this is what's coming towards you. The true love, new love, past life relationship. There's a lot of cards in this deck. For those three to come out, it means that when you meet this person, you're going to recognize them. You know how we say you feel like home, or it just feels like I've known you forever. That's the type of energy I'm picking up for those of you that are open to a new relationship. All right. And then for my singles, the Lover's Oracle. This is for Pisces. Okay. This is the one that wanted to pop up. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. We'll get one more. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. And I think that's part of the lesson that you may have been learning, is how to allow or ask for the space that you need within the relationships, in your romantic relationships. It may have been harder for you to ask for that in the past. Okay, let's get into you and your person. So whoever's on your mind, think about that person, and we'll get into their energy and your energy. This is for Pisces. Whoop. All right, these cards seem to want to come out. All right, so your person's energy is the Nine of Pentacles, the I like this, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Somebody wants a new start. If you are with this person now, they're a little bit stressed out, but I feel like they think this is good. And the stress feels like it's because they really just want this to work. For you, it's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords. Okay, you're a little bit stuck. And then the Seven of Swords. The overall energy for this is the Two of Wands. Can there be a future in this relationship? Can this move forward, or can it come back together if this is somebody from the past? So the Nine of Pentacles says that this person is quite independent. I think they do focus quite a bit on their money. They're not somebody who I feel is juggling. I just think they're really stressed out because they love you. And they want this to be. They want love, and they want to share it, and they want a new beginning. Even if you're together still, it's like they want a fresh start. If there have been problems or they've been really stressed out, they want you to understand they're in a new place. I'm sure you've had this discussion if you're with this person, but they want a new way of showing love, in a sense. Maybe they're trying really hard to show you how much they love you. Okay, and then your energy is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. To me, it feels like you're almost pushing away. I don't know if this person did something awful to you. I'm not picking up on that right now. But I just feel like there's a part of you that doesn't think it's going to go anywhere. I think you want to open up your options, and you may be feeling like this is just a little bit stuck and there isn't anything that's going to help it grow. That's why the Two of Wands is coming up. It's questioning whether you believe that this has a future or not. And then the Seven of Swords says you may just be in a place where you're like, I think I'm just going to take with me what I've either learned or what has happened in this. You may question whether that person has lied or been difficult, or maybe there's a part of you that hasn't been able to be honest with yourself about how you really feel. And you're coming to that place of understanding that this may not be, for you, the right person. All right, let's see what the romance angels. This is for the person on their mind. This is for Pisces. Okay, so passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. We've got pay attention to the red flags. So there may have been some, and that could just be that you're getting them internally, meaning you're feeling feelings like this just doesn't feel right. I'm not sure. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And then religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing or your spiritual path. And then honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you could have been very connected to this person. It may have felt like a marriage. It didn't have to necessarily be. I think you're getting more passionate about what you want in your relationships. And then with the pay attention to the red flags, like I said, if there's been anything that has signaled to you that this is just not the person for you, that could be why. Not that they've necessarily been someone awful. Yes, they could have put you in a third party. But right now, like I said, it could go either way. And then we have free yourself. It's just time to take back control of your life. If this isn't working for you, by all means, and you're ready to walk away, I can sense that that's like a feeling of just don't stay stuck. Just do what you have to do for you. Religious factors. Could you be dealing with somebody who doesn't understand your spiritual journey, or you have different backgrounds? Absolutely. You could just be on your spiritual path and they're not. And sometimes that makes it difficult when you start to wake up and they don't. That can make it really hard in a relationship. All right, let's see what the Lover's Oracle has to say for you guys. Okay. It says, sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. There may be a part of you that feels like there is something sacred between you and you've learned something very valuable. Maybe you love them, but it's just not the one. And then we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. I hardly ever get this card. That's really insane. All right, and then we have beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So I had somebody say something one time in a comment that, you know, the other person is not who they are, so there wasn't mirroring. When somebody's really abusive and you're not, that's a narcissistic and empath relationship. That's not what that card means. There are times when somebody has a behavior and it's reflecting back to us what we may also do. It isn't always the most comfortable to realize that we also have similar behaviors, but it's not referring to anyone abusive. I just want to make that really clear. All right, so let's see what the advice is in the situation. The advice for Pisces, please. Okay. Yes, keep your options open. Don't let it, and then look at that. You saw me shuffle the cards and the same two cards came out. The Eight of Swords, new beginnings, follow your passions, judgment, make that decision to do so. Ace of Swords, you had that moment of, you just knew. This is my, I've got it, epiphany moment, whatever you want to call it, true clarity, true mental clarity around the decision that you need to make. So it's saying that the Ace of Wands, there is something that I feel you might want to go after that's going to create more passion in your life, or you want there to be more passion. Okay. So last but not least, did we already get the Lover's Oracle? I think we did, didn't we? Yes. All right. So last, we're going to get a couple messages from the wisdom of the Oracle. This is for my Pisces. All right. So we have community, building blocks, all that glitters, yang, and we have chaos and conflict. So you may be feeling like there's a little bit of an uproar because you're having to make changes in your life. You're making decisions about things. That always rocks our world when we're making a big change. Community could be that you just want to get out in the world. Maybe it's, like I said, a good time to go spend some quality time with family and friends and doing other things, getting out there. If you play golf or you enjoy things that are outdoors. They're showing me one of those mud runs. Some of you may have just done a mud run. Building blocks. This is a 10. So this is starting over from scratch, which can be difficult. That's the message I'm getting for it this time. And it's taking it one step at a time and allowing things to build. So know that what you put your energy towards is going to build. That's referring to also the work atmosphere that we were talking about. putting your energy, getting clear, knowing that it's one step at a time. And then all that glitters sometimes isn't gold. And I don't always get that message either from this card. Just know that you're protected and your intuition's kicked up a notch. So you're going to know if something is not as shiny as it appears. And then the yang energy. I feel like this is balancing out your masculine, or you just may feel like you're in your strong masculine energy for this month, which could be good because that helps get you through some of the tougher times. It gives you your drive, it enhances your passions, all of those things. Okay, so I hope this was a good reading for you guys and that some of it resonated. Thank you so much again for all of your support, and I appreciate those of you that let me know there had been that mistake. I'm so sorry for that. I love you guys to death. I hope you enjoy your month. If you'd like a personal, that's in the description box. I will see you in next week's videos. Take care, guys. Lots of love. Bye.